another video. Obviously, we're here with a couple of guests. Introduce yourself, guys.
Hi, my name is Abdifatah.
Salman in the cut. Man, like.
You know this. Right, I think the introduction.
Welcome back to SSCOPE. We've got with us two guests. It's not me and Fatah, actually. It's these two great girls. Girls, I'm gonna let you introduce yourselves, but first we'd like to give a shout out to Zaman Lounge. They're very kindly hosting us today. They're in Shepherd's Bush. They've got a great selection of desserts and drinks. Shepherd's Bush. Listen, I know you cool Londoners. You say, oh, bush. We come to the bush.
Because we're sick like that.
We're not from here. All right, we're not from here. Yes, they've got a great selection of drinks and desserts and food. So
Just below that.
if you, the address will be below in the description box. So if you're around in the area, do pop by. They've got great stuff. So girls, you wanna? That's for you lot. That's for you, Zaman Lounge. So Asha, for the three people that don't know who you are, do you wanna take it away?
Hey guys,
that was a joke.
Oh, was it after? Hey guys, I'm Asha. Obviously, you might see me from Ashaeveryday, and that's it. What else was I saying? Man's just out here, isn't it? Well, I'm not gonna lie, it feels nice to feel scared, but I'm not gonna lie. Their little box is mad.
Oh, it's gonna be good.
We've got the superstar as well. Introduce yourself.
It's gonna be a long name. Hey, my name's Sumaya, and yeah, that's it really.
Sam's on Twitter for that.
Yes.
Yeah, no, obviously, her social media stuff will be linked. Asha's won't.
But they're gonna use my name for clickbait. So.
Mad.
Shots fired.
Listen.
Sorry, go on.
Mate. Okay, so we're actually meant to start. So, what made you decide to join YouTube and get engaged with that kind of stuff, that side of the social world?
Yeah, far away. Since
That was straight for you, Asha.
Initially, it was always because I've always wanted to have a channel. Just because, the ones where you just watch everyone and you're like, oh, I want to be part of that gang. So I wanted to, and then because at the time I just left my job, I really wasn't doing anything. I just thought, why not? Like, I've got a camera, I've got the settings, I can edit. Why not? But slowly and eventually, like that's sort of the reasons why I carried on sort of changed. And essentially, I noticed that there wasn't really a space online for like young Somalis in terms of like when it comes to like video content to kind of voice their opinions about certain things. And when the videos started to sort of kick off and people actually wanted to watch them, that proved to me as well like there was something that people were looking for online. Like there wasn't anything like that at the time. Obviously the domain's now in it, like it's open.
There's
So my sort of initial reasons as to why I started off my channel was it kind of changed, and essentially I just wanted to become like this sort of voice, not voice for Somalis, but like just kind of be a part of it. Not just even represent. Like I don't want to represent for anyone because everyone's different, but it's just be a part of the conversation, be a part of the narrative, and have my voice heard as a young Muslim woman, and like, yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
That's not to me, but yeah.
I
think that question's covered, to be
Also,
honest.
yeah. Also, it's bad, isn't it? So why not?
That helps. Sumaya, how about yourself?
Well, I agree with everything Aisha said, but it was also because I didn't have anyone that I could relate to, in terms of what I'm interested in and also what I like, like my hobbies and that. So I thought, why don't I just start and represent for other girls and see that I can cater to everyone and that you're not alone kind of thing. And I feel like right now I'm rambling, so yeah.
I think even like for you, Sumaya, like for me as someone that's active online, there's not someone like you that I've seen active online in terms of like a woman that's confident, a woman that is happy with her skin colour as well. Like you're there representing for the Melanin queens. You're there representing for the, like you're like an advocate for like body confidence and that kind of stuff. And like you don't really see that, especially within like our sort of community with the Somalis and that. You're sort of shamed if you're of a certain size. Like there's lots of that beauty standards. So I think it's nice. For me as well, like I relate to you big time.
Oh, thank you.
So man's a fan still, can't lie.
It's true. Everyone gets shame for everything in the Somali community and that. it's peak.
To be honest, in social media, for example, like anything a girl does, whether it's a video or a picture, guys are so quick to say, oh, that's haram. Or that's
Stay ready.
They're ready.
Yeah.
Your eyebrows are done, haram. Eyelashes on your fake. Your ankles are showing, don't even get me started on that. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like men are constantly ready
It's
to...
like, sorry, it's like Muslim cleavage in it.
Your ankles. Your ankles, do you know what I mean? At least they're moisturised, but yeah. No, stay ready, innit? But, so men are very quick and very eager to like shoot us down. Like, oh, your baby hairs are showing, your hair is showing, da-da-da-da. But they won't see what we're talking about, what we're doing, or what platform that we have. So that's why being like a young Somali or black Muslim woman is kind of long, because you kind of have to like be wary of what to expect from men. Because 9 out of 10, they're going to come at you with hate, whether it's your skin tone, or whether it's your religion, whether it's anything. And yeah, men need to fix up, to be honest. Right, that's how I feel.
Yeah, I think it's not just social media, but I think just in general, men get away with a lot of things that women just can't do. So, thank you. But I think it's like it's that whole aib thing, isn't it? For women to do a certain, it's like, oh, aib, blah blah blah. But if a guy does it, it's calm, it's nothing. It's like, oh, like boys will be boys, isn't it? Hey, like, do you know what I mean? But I've felt the heat at certain times, and I feel it on a daily basis. And I think what people don't realise is that social media is interesting because all the geographical boundaries are sort of removed. Anyone has access to you, from the UK, from the US, from whatever it is. So when you're facing criticism on a mass level, that's not normal for the normal person. Like, not everyone hears that on a daily basis. It's difficult. Fix up, innit? Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, but there comes a point where you just have to say, like, everyone has an opinion, and it's fine. It might not be the right one or the one that I agree with, but that's fine. You've got your opinion, and I have mine.
And it also doesn't hurt just to scroll past. You don't have to comment.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's really
if
not.
you don't like it, don't watch.
But don't you think like a lot of girls are also involved? Like when I check the comment section, it's not just guys I see. You know what I mean? There's also a lot of girls that are. If I read the comment and hide the profile, I'll think it's a guy. Then I read the name and it says it like a girl's name there, and you think, oh, okay, didn't expect this from a girl kind of thing. Where they say, oh my God, you're not Islamic, or what the hell, what you doing? What kind of video is this? So, to be honest, I think we're involved in like a society now where everyone can say whatever they want, even if like, they're not doing anything with their lives, kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's very easy to comment
because it's all anonymous, isn't it? You can be anonymous online, and like especially with YouTube, the haters on YouTube are different to the haters on any other social media account.
They really are.
You're not compelled to create content on YouTube, whereas on Instagram everyone has a page. It's normal. Everyone on Twitter has has their own profile, so it's normal. So you can attack me and I can attack you back. I'm material, but on YouTube it's very one-sided. So it's difficult. But I don't think it's as many women as it is men.
No, it's not. Obviously, it's more guys.
Khadija, I got you down. Don't worry.
It's spirit.
I got you.
Do you feel like there's a lack of representation?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because you'll see things like, for example, like job applications, or what the job want from like future employees. They'll say stuff like, for example, in like music videos, like video vixens. I don't want to use this example, but it was the first thing that popped out to me. They'll say stuff like, oh, we want a girl who's light skinned, who's this, who's that, Eurocentric features, blah blah blah. We don't want a girl who's dark skinned, we don't want this and that. So that's why I feel like, because with women and sometimes with men, you hardly see any dark, actresses, dark singers or anything. You have people, Beyonce, Nicki Minaj, people who are light, and I feel like as dark skinned women, there's not that many for us. And if they are dark skinned women, they're always half naked, dripping in oil. All
their cast is the best friends in the film.
Yeah. Or they're wearing like yellow just to pop their skin up. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like we are more than our skin, and I feel like we don't have the platform. I felt that too. You know what I mean? Because like with me, some people come up to me, for example, they say stuff like melanin this and you're glazed like a donut, and it's like, come on, man, like a woman.
The beginning of the video. Sorry.
It's okay. But
it doesn't define you, basically.
It doesn't define me, and there is definitely a lack of representation of dark-skinned women that I can relate to.
Do you think they're strategically placed in certain like companies? For example, like a makeup, like a makeup. What they would do is they'll have a dark-skinned girl there just to like a tick. We've got a dark-skinned girl, so you know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's the sad thing, because sometimes I feel like whenever I see a black woman, I'm like, is she there because she got the job, or is she there because there's no black people?
Mm.
And I hate that I think like that. Do you know what I mean? And it just
Just take a diversity box and
Yeah,
say we've got one, and then they'll take her picture on every single booklet they have, and all their marketing materials.
so you have like one Asian, one Muslim, one Sikh, or different sort of people from different backgrounds, and it's kind of like, are you guys just here to tick a box, or do you know what I mean?
I personally think like even just like tokenism it's so real, but I feel like even just like being a hijabi now, it's like it's trendy, low key. Is that just me?
Low key, high key.
High key. Because like nowadays you see, I think it all started off with the Maria Idrisi H&M campaign, and like everybody, the whole campaign wasn't about necessarily representation of like Muslim women, but that's what it was made to be. Like that's why it blew up. And then from then I think companies started to realise, oh actually, if you put a Muslim girl there, get babies,
Like, you get a lot of money.
you get money. And it's not right. It's like, so what are you doing? Is it because you genuinely care about the lack of representation of young Muslim women or young black women, or is it because you just see like dollars like, when you see us like?
Yeah. So for example, like when you're talking about representation, Fenty Beauty is one of the Rihanna. I think everyone's gassed about her makeup, but I think she put all of these dark skin, light skin, and all these shades. I don't know what you're laughing at. All these different shades just to make money, really. You know what I mean?
I disagree.
That's what I think personally, because I think in
Completely
marketing-wise, it's a smart move to do, because all of the other, like if you're gonna make something that everyone else does, you should do it differently. Like you should be more inclusive, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. What do you guys think?
I've no idea what this stuff is about.
Kill it.
But it sounds mad controversial, isn't it? You guys
Well, I mean, like if you go to Superdrug and you see like L'Oreal or
Sorry.
Maybelline, for example, you will see like 20 shades and they're all white. And then you see
different colours of shade, like beige, basically beige, and then
20 different shades of beige. Then you have like one dark skin, but it's like extremely light skin.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when I go to like Body Shop or anywhere else, I can't relate to foundation. So when Fenty came out with like how many?
40.
When she came out 40, I was like, yo, one can relate to me. And I was in for that.
Sorry, go on. And the thing with Fenty Beauty, it wasn't just like she created colours for dark skin women. She was also very conscious of like people who suffer from like albinism. So she created shades for them, like people who didn't have any pigment in their skin. So that's what made me realise actually she's not doing this as like a marketing scheme. She genuinely cares, and I think as well because it came from a black woman who's in the industry, and that she might have. Maybe not, Rihanna in it, but maybe she might have found it difficult to find her shape as well. Like there's frustrations that she has, and she works with lots of different people that maybe have vented their frustrations on her as well. So I think with Rihanna, she's a very transparent sort of person. So I fully believe that 100%.
And for example, like when you go into MAC, like when I started wearing makeup, I could never ever find a shade that was mine. So when Rihanna came out her 40 shade line, I was like, yeah, one will definitely relate to me. So I don't think it is overrated. I think she saw a market and she just attacked it.
So you heard it from Sums, who's a dominant voice in the community. Listen, brands, if you want to make money, these people will buy. Do you know what I mean? On that point, girls, thank you so much for coming. It's been our genuine pleasure, and thank you for watching, guys. As per usual, comment, like, subscribe, please, because if we don't get enough likes, Musa won't allow me to come back on.
Make sure you check out Ashaeveryday and Sumaya's channel.
I was just about to say that.
We're gonna link it below. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't gonna give Asha the, you know what I mean? But definitely definitely check it out.
Thank you.
Alright guys, thank you.